Omotola Ekeinde. We all know she's a prominent Nollywood actress who recently addressed challenges in the Nigerian cinema industry, particularly regarding the financial viability of cinema releases. In a detailed Instagram post on May 16, 2025, she responded to criticisms from filmmakers Lancelot Emmasion and James Abinibi, who questioned the commitment of Nollywood veterans and the sustainability of theoretical releases. Omotola highlighted the financial hurdles producers face, such as high distribution costs and deductions at various stages, which makes it difficult to actually recoup investment.
Baron. Because I think Omotola is just feeling the heat of that producers normally feel, and that has forced her to voice out, because many times we don't see the plight of those behind the scenes. I mean, those that are not in front of the camera. Many times we just simply assume that everybody's, smiling to the bank and cashing out, but the reality is not as friendly as we like to think. And so Omotola coming out to talk about the reality of producers she's been an actress for 3 decades, 4 decades, about 3 decades, yeah. And she has enjoyed a fair career, not even fair, a great career. Mm-hmm. So I think that this new phase for her is an eye-opener. And I think that many more actors and actresses should experience it, in my opinion.
So my suggestion most times is that it's always good to be a producer, but it would be nice if you have a mentor or a kind of training under a producer. You can be an associate producer or an assistant
before
producer.
You just
you learn from their mistakes before jumping in. Even if you have all the money in the world to produce the film, you should, learn from those who have done it over and over again. Because, I mean, we see a lot of producers go to cinema and come out and tell you they are smiling. Mm-hmm. We heard these numbers, except they're lying to us with these numbers.
So I think that the reality of what eventually comes to the producer, so as much as a film has made money. For example, I was talking with someone last week about Owambe Thieves and the fact that it's done good numbers. But Eniola Jao, for example, I'm very sure she spent a lot of money on marketing. A lot of money. If you go to a cinema like Ikeja City Mall that has one of the highest footfalls in West Africa, you will see the amount of advert spaces that she has taken up in that cinema alone. And I'm sure it's like that she has duplicated that in a lot of... To pay for that is not beans. So think about the quality of cast that she used in her film, the quality of camera and everything, the post-production money that she spent, and then the money for marketing. That's a lot of money. So when you think about it, yes, she's making money, she's breaking bank, but how much is actually coming to her pocket? How much is she going to recoup? So unless a film like that goes to maybe a streaming platform, she might not make as much as people think she's making.
So I think other people will come and tell you that's why you need to do well and make sure your story sells, so you can make even.
Yes.
At most.
At most at the cinemas.
If you do $1 billion like Funke, I want to believe that you have something good.
Funke is in a league of our own.
So maybe not an entirely 1 billion would you get.
Yes.
But at least you will smile to the bank with, say,
a certain percentage,
which is still worthy of your efforts and all that. So honestly, I feel good story would sell more. What is relatable to the audience will sell more. So if you can sell more, then you can be able to break even as little as possible.
I totally agree.
Because I know that one of the reasons you see people complain is when you spent, let's just put some numbers to it, you spent 200 million for everything to put that film in cinema and with marketing and everything, and you are recouping less than 50 million. Of course,
the cinema operators will still take a cut.
So no, I'm even saying what you get.
What you get, okay.
It's less than 50 million, then that's a loss.
Yeah.
But some other people outside will be like, you're making 45 million.
I feel made 350 million. I feel made 350 million. Are we talking 350 million is coming to our bank account?
It's on with Nollywood actress Tana Adelana. She says, and I'll quote, "I'll smile more henceforth to thank God for saving my life." She shared that a serious health issue last year made her feel like she wasn't herself, but now she's doing better, all thanks to God.
Thanks to God. Give thanks to God on our behalf. I mean, quite a number of people are going through a lot of things. Yes. And I feel for celebs who are in the eyes of the public, and
because they cannot go through their pain,
go through that pain
in silence, or
So for someone to be able to keep all that to herself, even after getting married, then that's a lot. So I mean, we can only thank God on our behalf. Also,
I think last film I saw her in was this Kunle Afolayan's film, Ijodmo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's the last time I saw her. Yeah.
All right, so still talking about health challenges, Nollywood actress Mercy Johnson debunked rumors about her being sick, stating that her weight loss is intentional and not due to illness. She emphasized that she is healthy and that the changes in her appearance are a result of personal choices. She discussed her health struggles, revealing that she had a cancer scare and underwent thyroid removal. She, however, explained that this experience contributed to her sudden weight loss.
So I'm confused. Mercy is my very good friend, but I'm confused at this. You're saying, I mean, except I'm not getting it right. If you're saying the health,
she had a cancer scare.
You had a cancer scare, it's fine. I mean,
something they thought maybe it's likely like maybe they thought something was cancerous.
No, I'm not even talking about. I'm talking about the fact that if you're emphasizing that your weight loss is due to choices, and you're also saying that the surgery you went through contributed to
thyroid surgery. I mean,
so I know that if you go through that kind of surgery,
you definitely
there's a possibility that you will lose some weight. So I don't think it's something to be ashamed of.
I don't think it is either. But if there's something I know about Mercy, it's that she's very intentional when it comes to many things. There are so many things that Mercy would do that you will wonder that how did she why? And for example, when she had a third child, after she had a third child, I think she came to our office and she looked so good. Her husband brought her to the office and she looked so good. And I was wondering that how is this woman having 3 children and then she's looking so trim, everything was in the right place, you know what I mean, Aaron. And then I thought, everything was in the right place, and we see it's not easy. Let's be factual. It's not easy when a woman is
let's go on.
And and I was wondering. She said that she deliberately decided that she didn't want to be excessively big. That she wanted, this was the size that she wanted, and her husband supported her, and that's what she got. After she had her 4th child, the same thing happened. She made sure that she got her body back somehow. I don't know. Somehow. So if she comes out to say that it was deliberate for her to lose the weight and all that, not that she had a lot of weight anyway to start with, but then I'm inclined to believe her. Maybe this cancer scare that she mentioned is the reason that she decided to undergo a thyroid surgery. Maybe.
No, she explained that was one of the reasons.
So I think that
she said the doctor insisted that it was important for her to go through the surgery. Yeah.
So maybe it was not intentionally. Maybe she already had plans to lose weight and she didn't intentionally, know that the thyroid surgery will eventually lead to her also shedding more weight. Maybe this current size that she was not the plan originally. But I mean, it's not a big a big
people
deal.
Talking are just fans and Instagram lovers,
and it's not necessary
because that curve is no longer there. That is the essence of this talk.
We can't say that the curve is no longer there because until we see the reality.
But we saw the reality. I saw the reality.
The reality, Baron, you saw the reality. Wow, I didn't see the reality. I didn't see enough of the reality.
But the curve is not there anymore.
It's not as much. It's not as much, Baron.
See, it is messy. That curve will come back. Except it's not messy. I'm certain the curve
oh my God!
Back. Like you said, she's intentional about it.
She's very intentional. That's one thing I give her.
To the fans,
she's always been intentional.
Don't worry.
So, yeah. The curves that you love.
So Nollywood actor Stan Eze revealed that he never wants to work with a certain producer again. Stan described the producer as very toxic in his approach, indicating that the working environment was unhealthy and unprofessional. However, he does not disclose the producer's name.
Well, Stan has every right to complain if he feels in a certain way about how he's been treated. I mean, he's a good actor. He was one of the best actors, one of the nominees of the best actor at the MVCA, and that is quite big because that particular category
is much sought out.
I mean, so. And it wasn't even the only time. So, I mean, what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that he's an actor who knows his onions. So, if he's complaining about a particular producer, I think the producer should also look inwards. If he's worked with quite a number of producers, it means that producer needs to check himself.
The beautiful thing about this statement like this, because you have not named the producer. A number of producers that have worked with him that know that they are not particularly off.
Exactly.
Everybody will just that's the beautiful thing about a statement like this. It gets everybody to sit up, and so it's a good thing for the industry that somebody is talking that is not going to work with a certain producer again. So if you as a producer reach out to him for your next project and does not answer, then you know that
you're in that league.
Or you're
in that league.
Yeah, now. So good one.
All right, so Nollywood actress Peggy Oviri recently responded to comedian Bukumi Adeagai-Lori, popularly known as Kiki, regarding comment on splitting household bills with his spouse. During an interview on Toke Makinwa's podcast, Kiki expressed that she contributes to the family's rent, believing that sharing financial responsibilities fosters respect and ensures equal ownership in the event of a divorce. Peggy Oviri disagreed with this perspective, suggesting that Kiki's stance might stem from her any more than her husband.
I think it's fine for Peggy to disagree and have her own
opinion.
It's her opinion and it's fine.
Whatever works into a person's household.
But to say, you don't even, I don't think she knows the husband.
I don't.
So you saying, I know the husband. So it's hard for, so you now saying because she's richer than
Mr. Lori is a fantastic gentleman.
Gentleman, a businessman who is doing very well. Who is doing very well for himself. So to think because Kiki make a decision.
Yeah.
The way, and if the husband is fine,
it's not complaining. Why
are you complaining? If you have, you have a right to your opinion, and it's fine. It's fine if you don't feel you should pick the bills. It's fine. I split the bills with my woman sometimes, and I don't see anything bad in that.
There's nothing in this kind of economy where every income, where every
I don't see anything bad in it.
I don't think there's any problem. But if you feel that there's something wrong with
it's fine.
Go on the podcast too and talk your own.
Or ensure that your man picks the bill.
Yes.
It's simple.
Yes. And you remember there was a post on social media this week that trended actually, that the girl said that when she goes on, she went on to a restaurant with her, I don't know if it was her talking stage boyfriend or a current boyfriend. And when it was time to pay for what she bought, it was a supermarket. And she brought out her card and paid. Now the guy got home and said that she emasculated him. Bro, how did I emasculate him? She was like, how can she pay when he's standing there? She was like, okay, don't be upset. I will, next time we go out like that, I'll let you pay. The guy says, no, it's not about me paying. No, you should have given me your card to make the payment on your behalf so that I don't feel emasculated. And I'm wondering why.
Well, so it is. Thank you for the news, Oluwa Tosin. Thank you very much.